Everly, I need to talk to you for a bit.
Sure, what's up? What's going on?
Actually, one of my college friends is getting married soon. I've been invited to the wedding, and I'd like you to come with me.
Oh, a wedding. I get that we're going, but why are you bringing this up all of a sudden?
Well, a wedding is a special event, you know? If we're attending, we should dress properly, right? I'd really like you to wear something formal. Could you get a new dress?
A dress? I mean, you're not wrong, but it's kind of sudden. Money's a bit tight right now.
I get that, but a wedding is a once-in-a-lifetime event. We should dress appropriately. I also don't want people to think badly of us or seem disrespectful.
Yeah, but dresses aren't exactly cheap. We've got a lot of expenses right now, and there are other bills to pay too.
Yeah, I get that. But since we're going to a wedding, we need to be properly prepared, right? I'm buying a new suit too, so it'd be great if you could get ready to match.
I understand, but it's tough when you spring this on me like that. Buying a dress isn't as easy as you think, and I can't just do it on short notice.
But, you know, proper attire is expected at weddings. If you show up in something too casual, people will think I'm sloppy too. Don't you care about how others see us?
Isn't that kind of strange? Of course, I want to go to the wedding. It's not like I plan to wear something inappropriate. I just don't want to spend money we don't have to. I wish you'd look at it differently.
But Everly, weddings are really important. I don't want you to feel embarrassed. I just want you to look your best.
Of course, I understand that, but it's tough when you suddenly tell me to buy a dress. We've got so many other things to pay for.
Yeah, but a wedding isn't worth spending money on. If you really can't get ready, then you don't have to come.
How can you say that? Saying I don't have to come just like that isn't fair. I do want to go, and I want to look nice too. I just don't want to spend money we don't have to.
Still, if you don't get ready, it puts me in a tough spot. I need your help so I don't feel embarrassed. Can you think a little about how others might see us?
You keep saying that, but I have my own opinion. I don't think I need to force myself to buy a dress just to fit in. I just want to prepare in a way that makes sense for me.
If you're not ready, what am I supposed to do? I don't want people judging me, and I can't stand that thought.
I don't want to embarrass you either, Ian. But there are things I can do and things I can't. I do want to go to the wedding. But I don't think doing everything your way is the best solution. I wish you'd be a bit more realistic.
Alright, I get it. But please, just help me out a little. Once the wedding's over, things will settle down again. And I don't think it'll be that big of a burden.
Okay, if it means that much to you, I'll think about it. But if you could try to understand my position too, I think I'd feel better about helping out. Darling, can we talk for a minute? I know you're busy, but I just don't know what to do anymore.
What's wrong? What happened?
I'm sorry. I know you're at work, but something really bad happened.
What? Why are you so panicked? Did something happen?
Just now, your mom showed up at the house out of nowhere. She said she'd watch Mason for a bit, just for a little while. But when I looked around, Mason was gone. And not just him, your mom is missing too.
Wait, calm down. You're saying my mom came over?
Yeah, Yeah, she did. She said she just really wanted to see Mason.
Seriously? She just saw him at the hospital not long ago. So you're saying both Mason and my mom are gone?
That's right. They were playing in the living room, and when I looked away for just a second, they were gone. I've searched the whole house, but they're nowhere to be found.
Wait a second. Did my mom leave her cane by the door?
Wait, let me check. It's gone. Her cane is missing. Maybe she took Mason out for a walk somewhere.
But isn't it weird for her to just leave without saying anything? Have you tried calling her?
Of course. I've called her so many times and sent her messages on WhatsApp. She hasn't read any of them and she's not answering at all.
That's strange. If it was just a walk, she'd be back by now, and not answering calls is really odd.
I just don't know what to do anymore. I'm going to go outside and look for them.
Alright, I'll wrap up work right now. Let's start by checking around the neighborhood.
No luck. I've looked everywhere. The park, the nearby store, even in front of the supermarket. Mason and your mom are nowhere to be found. Do you think we should call the police? I don't know what to do on my own anymore.
Wait, hold on. If we call the police now, they might not even know what to do. We don't even know if it's an actual emergency, and they need a solid reason to take action.
Yeah, you're right. But isn't it weird that they've been gone this long? Hey, has your mom been acting strange lately?
Huh? What's with the sudden question?
No, I don't mean anything bad. I was just wondering. Your mom's been living alone for about 6 months now, right?
Yeah, Dad passed away suddenly from a heart attack.
Your dad was really talkative, wasn't he? Losing someone like that out of nowhere completely changes your life. If the house gets quiet and there's no one to talk to...
Well, yeah. She used to complain all the time about the TV being too loud. But lately, she hasn't even mentioned that. So, what are you getting at?
I mean, could it be possible she's showing signs of dementia or something?
No way, not my mom. When we saw her the other day, she seemed totally fine. There were no signs of that. Even if she did have dementia, why would she disappear with her baby? It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you're totally right. But then why? What is your mom thinking?
Wait, could it be that she kidnapped Mason?
What? Kidnapped? What are you talking about?
I mean, she's been really lonely lately, right? Maybe she got it in her head like, I'll raise this child myself, and just took him somewhere.
No way, that sounds like something out of a TV show.
I'm kidding. That never...
Hey, this isn't the time to be joking around.
Sorry, I was just trying to lighten the mood.
Well, don't joke about stuff like that. It's scary even as a joke.
I said I'm sorry.
But the more I think about it, the scarier it gets. What if your mom really did something like, I'm going to raise the baby myself? What will we do then?
That's not going to happen. She'd never do something so extreme. I'm sure it's just a misunderstanding and they'll be back soon.
We don't have time to sit around hoping. This is serious. I'm going to look around the neighborhood some more.
Got it. I'll wrap up work right now and head over. Everly.
Liliana? Why did you disappear like that? You ignored my calls and messages. What on earth are you doing?
Oh, be quiet. Just be quiet and listen to me. I'm going to raise the baby.
What? Liliana? Wait, what are you talking about?
You heard me. I can't leave my grandson with someone like you.
No way. Please, wait. Where are you right now? Is Mason okay?
I'm not telling you. I don't want you trying anything.
Why? Why do you need to hide?
Because if you find me, you'll just take Mason back, right?
Of course I will. I'm his mother.
No, you're just the woman who gave birth to him.
What?
Do you really have what it takes to raise a child? Unlike you, I'm a pro when it comes to parenting. That's exactly why I know you don't have what it takes to be a mother.
That's just your assumption. I love Mason and I'll raise him with all my heart.
No, you're wrong. Mason will grow up much better if I raise him.
I don't understand. Why would you say something so selfish?
It's not selfish. This is the right decision. He's coming with me. He's not going back to you.
You can't do that. Give Mason back right now.
That's not happening. I'm going to start a new life with him.
No, don't tell me you're planning to go somewhere far away.
Maybe. It's cold this time of year, so a warm place sounds nice. How about somewhere like Hawaii? Lots of nature, perfect for raising a child freely. Or maybe I'll go all out and move abroad. Dubai sounds interesting.
Stop it, this isn't funny.
I'm dead serious.
You're crazy. When I gave birth to Mason, you came to the hospital and were so happy, remember?
Yes, I remember.
You said his eyes are a lot like mine. You expressed that with such a joyful smile on your face. You looked so joyful back then, so why are you doing this now? I don't understand.
Shut up, just be quiet.
Excuse me?
I'm not going to let a worthless woman like you ruin Mason's future.
Wait, what are you talking about?
My instincts are telling me this. If someone like you raises him, he's bound to be miserable.
That's not true. You're just making baseless assumptions.
No, I can see it clearly. In a month, you'll be yelling, "Stop crying at night." And you'll probably start kicking him right in the back.
I would never do that.
Oh really? I can see it happening plain as day. Then, Mason will grow up with emotional scars from his childhood. By the time he's a teenager, he'll start lashing out violently. And as an adult, he'll commit heinous crimes, mass murder, building bombs, you name it. Eventually, he'll get caught.
Hold on. This is so absurd. I can't even follow what you're saying.
Anyway, this is my decision. I've decided I'm going to raise this child. There's nothing more to discuss.
Wait, I can't accept that. I'm calling the police.
What? Police? Are you saying me taking Mason is kidnapping?
Of course I am. What else would you call this?
Hold on a second.
What now?
I mean, isn't that a bit much? You might be getting ahead of yourself or making things seem worse than they are.
You literally said you were planning to run away to Dubai with Mason.
That was a joke. Obviously a joke. I don't even speak Dubaiese or whatever, so how would that even work?
I don't think that language exists.
Exactly, that's why it was a joke. Do you even understand what I'm really trying to do here?
Then what exactly are you trying to do?
Well, you know.
Now that I think about it calmly, some things just don't add up. Are you hiding something? Did you have some other reason for doing all this?
Oh, well...
If you're not going to tell me, I'll just call the police. This is a crime.
Alright, fine. Then, can you let me take care of him just for a few days?
What? Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
Calm down, just give me a few days, okay? I promise I'll bring Mason back, absolutely.
Why would I need to let you keep him for a few days? Is it because you're lonely living alone? Is that it? If that's the case, you're welcome to stay with us as long as you want.
Well, that's part of it, but not the whole reason. Just, please, give me a little time. I swear I won't do anything to harm Mason.
If that's the case, fine. You can watch him for a few days.
Thank you, that really helps.
But can I trust you? You'll really bring Mason back safely, right?
Of course. I always keep my promises. You have nothing to worry about.
Then please take care of my son.
Huh?
Seriously, please take good care of him. I'm sorry, are you at work right now?
Yeah, I'm a bit busy at the moment. Is it urgent?
I don't want to take up your time if you're busy. But can you talk for a minute? There's something I need to tell you.
What is it? Did you finally find out where Mom is?
No, not yet.
I see. Where the hell did you go with our baby? I've got to work late today, so I might be home late.
You really don't seem to care, do you? It's like you don't even care where your mom is.
What? That's not true. Why would you think that?
Maybe deep down, you're hoping Mason doesn't come back.
What are you talking about? There's no way I'd ever think that.
You're fine with your mom raising him on her own, aren't you? At least it's better than doing something terrible yourself.
What? What did you just say? That's not true.
Actually, I already know where your mom is. In fact, I'm with her right now.
What?
Let me explain from the beginning. You remember the day I gave birth to Mason, right? Your mom came to the hospital.
Yeah, I remember. She looked so happy.
Well, she overheard you on the phone while you were in the bathroom. She said you were talking to someone saying, "The baby's finally here. If we want to be together, we'll have to get rid of it."
Wait, hold on. That has to be a misunderstanding.
At first, she thought that too, that she misheard. But something about it bothered her, so she ended up hiring a private investigator.
What? Private investigator? She actually did that?
She felt like if you were really planning to harm Mason, It might be too late by the time the investigation was over. So she wanted to secure Mason's safety first. That's why she took such drastic measures.
That's ridiculous. Even so, who does something like that?
Of course, if she suddenly claimed you were trying to harm the baby, no one would believe her. They just think she's crazy.
Looking back now, maybe there were other ways to handle it. But at the time, I thought this was the best option. I ended up saying some pretty awful things to Everly too. Oh, it's me, Liliana.
Mom?
But in the end, it worked out, didn't it? Mason's safe, and we've gathered plenty of evidence of your affair. So I'd say it all turned out fine.
You seriously hired a private investigator? Why the hell would you go that far?
That's what professionals do. Want me to tell you what kind of info we've got?
No, I'm good.
The woman you're having an affair with is Isabella Lopez, 28, who works at a nightclub. She's half American, half Mexican. Her hobbies are taco tasting and bass fishing. Her stats? A flawless 40 inches all around.
You know all that?
Impressive, right? That's the power of the pros. I even asked how they found all this out, but they said it's a trade secret. Oh, and we've got photos of you two entering a hotel together. Plus some great shots of you stuffing your faces with tacos like fools.
Looks like there's no way to talk my way out of this anymore, huh?
Exactly. We've got all the evidence, so there's no escaping now. Although I'm not sure when this whole thing started. When?
About 6 months ago, I think.
Wait, wasn't that right in the middle of Everly's pregnancy?
Well, yeah, I guess so.
So, you got serious with the other woman. And the baby that was born just became a nuisance, huh?
Yeah, honestly, I had more fun with Isabella. Both of us thought it was just a fling at first. But you know how I got into fishing about a year ago, right?
No, I didn't know that.
I'm really into it. Isabella's a huge fishing fan too, so we hit it off right away. Plus, she's amazing in bed. And I started thinking Isabella was better than Everly in every way.
This is unbelievable. I can't believe you're saying all this so casually.
But around that time, Everly's belly was getting really big. I couldn't bring myself to tell her to get an abortion. Every day I found myself secretly hoping that she would lose the baby. But then Mason was born.
Unbelievable. You're such trash. How can you even call yourself a father? I can't believe someone like you is a father. Did you really want to be with Isabella that badly?
I was serious about her, okay? Honestly, I couldn't even think about Everly anymore.
Then you should have come clean and divorced her. What are you even doing?
Divorcing her wasn't an option.
Why not? Worried about child support? More than that, shouldn't you take responsibility for your actions?
Yeah, but I'm just a low-paid office worker. I had no idea how I could raise a kid.
So, you thought about killing your own child. Man, you're the worst. Just pure trash. A real monster.
I didn't even know if I could actually go through with it. I was serious about Isabella. So I really wanted to end things with Everly. That's why when I heard you had disappeared with Mason, I thought it was incredibly lucky. I figured maybe this would fix everything. But then, to find out you hired a private investigator to look into me?
How could you think that was lucky? You're unbelievable. I'm done. You're the worst kind of person. I don't want to hear another word of your pathetic excuses. I'm cutting all ties with you as my son.
What?
It's obvious, and you won't get a single cent of the inheritance.
Wait, hold on. You're seriously disowning your only son?
Yes, I'll pass everything on to Everly instead.
Mom, please wait. I'm really sorry. I'm begging you, don't disown me.
You piece of trash. You're absolutely the worst kind of man. Don't you even feel the slightest bit of remorse for what you've done?
Everly, you don't have to put it like that.
Oh, got a problem with the way I'm talking? Whatever, I'm done with you. I'm filing for divorce. Was it Isabella, the one you were totally into with those 40-inch measurements? That Mexican woman? Go be happy with her. Do whatever you want with her for all I care.
Wait, you can't just decide that all of a sudden.
Huh? What are you even talking about? Didn't you want to leave me and be with that big taco or whatever?
That might be true, but...
Oh wait, are you worried about child support or something? Don't worry, you don't need to stress about that.
What?
Because I've already hired a lawyer. I've asked them to squeeze every last cent they can out of your paycheck.
You've got to be kidding me. What do you mean, don't worry about it? This isn't a joke.
Obviously, I'll need to get compensated by both of you. I'll make sure to squeeze plenty out of both you and that woman. Get ready for it, you apes.
Everly, I've been thinking.
What now? What could you possibly have to say at this point?
Can we start over? Just give me one more chance.
Excuse me?
I've had time to think, and I realize how messed up I was. That's why I'm breaking up with Isabella. I've decided to live for you and Mason. I really mean it.
You know what?
I've finally realized what truly matters. I know it's late, but I don't want to lose you and Mason. Everly, let's raise Mason together. Let's start over as a family.
If you keep spouting nonsense like that, your mom and I will seriously come over and kill you.
What?
You just don't want to pay compensation, do you? You're only changing your attitude because you hate the idea of child support, right? It's obvious. You're a shallow, pathetic excuse for a man. Seriously, you're a total deadweight with that crummy pay.
How can you say that?
Don't you dare talk back to me. If you were going to flip-flop this easily, you shouldn't have cheated in the first place. You never cared about me or Mason to begin with, did you? You're such a jerk.
Hey, that's going too far.
Is it? You tried to harm your own son, and you've got the nerve to lecture me?
I told you, I wasn't sure if I'd actually go through with it. I probably couldn't have done it. I mean, come on, that's insane.
Even thinking about it means you're already a failure as a human being. Don't ever go near Mason again. If you do, I'll kill you. For real.
Are you serious?
Of course. I shouldn't even have to say it. Now pay what you owe me. If you try to run, I'll hunt you down relentlessly. Count on it. Bye, dummy. I don't want to see you around anymore. Just seeing you makes me sick. This is it. We have nothing to do with each other anymore.
Everly, please. I'm begging you. Think over it again.
After the divorce was finalized, I moved back to my parents' house with Mason. With their warm support, I've settled into a peaceful life. It feels almost unreal how calm things are now compared to the stress-filled days with Ian. As for Ian's life after the divorce, it took a spectacular nosedive. Once the paperwork was done, I sued Isabella for $30,000 in damages and demanded $15,000 from Ian, covering both alimony and child support. Of course, there was no way he could pay it all at once, so I allowed him to make installments. But even that was a heavy burden for him. When Isabella found out, she was furious. I never agreed to pay damages. This wasn't part of the deal, she screamed and apparently went on a rampage, taking it out on Ian. As a result, he suffered severe injuries, 2 broken ribs, both legs fractured, and a dislocated hip. Isabella was arrested for assault. It was said to be like a wrestling ring massacre. Naturally, that was the end of their relationship. Ian is currently hospitalized. Since he can't work, he has 0 income, but his obligations for compensation and child support remain unchanged. I heard he's been causing a scene at the hospital, yelling, "I can't pay this, is there something I can do?" But no one offered to help him. Even his mother pointed out that he caused this himself and then cut him off. After being discharged, he was fired from his previous job, couldn't find new employment, and ended up working part-time. Life's tough for him now, he's struggling to even pay rent. He tried begging relatives and acquaintances for money, but of course, no one lent him a dime. He even contacted me, but I ignored him immediately. There's no reason to show sympathy to a man who tried to abandon his own son. These days, he lives alone in a cheap apartment, drowning in debts and scrambling to cover basic living expenses. He has no allies, no one to lean on, just working to survive. Well, he brought it all on himself. Meanwhile, I'm living a peaceful, happy life with Mason. I still keep in touch with Liliana, and sometimes we visit so she can see her grandson. From now on, I plan to live strong, for Mason's sake.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.